Hi, I'm Tobin from Odd Squad Juniors, and this is Tobin's How To. Today we're going to be learning a simple way to make bread. First step is to wash your hands. To make this recipe, you need 3 cups of flour, a tablespoon of salt, a half a teaspoon of yeast, and then you need to mix it with some hot water, but not boiling water, just hot water. You put the flour into the bowl. And you pour the water and yeast into the bowl too. Add the yeast and hot water. And you mix it with your hands. So, you need to roll it or make it into a ball, and this requires lots of kneading and massaging. This is what it's starting to look like now, and I find it a little bit easier if you get your hands a little wet so it's not as sticky. Now that I've rolled the dough into a ball, we have to cover it with some plastic wrap. No peeking overnight. Make sure it's totally sealed, nice and tight, so the bread rises properly. And cover it with a tea towel to keep the light out. Tomorrow, we're gonna put the bread into the oven and put some special ingredients in it to make it taste awesome. Overnight, we let the dough rise, and now we're gonna bake the bread. Whoa, look at how much it's risen. Now, we're gonna take a spoon and form it into a ball. We're going to take some flour and spread it on the table and put this on top so we can knead the dough. So now we're going to press it out. And what we have here is some cinnamon brown sugar. So now what we need to do is we need to fold it over, and we do this 8 times. Don't be too rough with it, because that can put a hole into the dough, and then all your cinnamon brown sugar will all fall out. Now we're gonna put it on the parchment paper. So now that I've put the bread on the parchment paper, I'm gonna rinse my hands off so I can put the bread into the pan. So when I take the pan out and put it on the counter, I want to make sure I put some kind of thing to protect it so the counter doesn't burn. So I'm going to use this wooden cutting board. So now I'm going to take the pan out of the oven, but make sure to wear oven mitts because this oven is preheated to 450 degrees Fahrenheit and it's super hot. So now we're gonna let it sit there for about 30 to 40 minutes to let it bake. Now that it has been baked for about 30 minutes, we're gonna take the lid off and just let it bake for another 10 minutes without the lid. Now we're just gonna let it cool off, and then we can have a taste test. Yummy. So this has been Tobin's How To, and see you in the next episode.